The Couruscant Gaurd Gunship is a set that released on September 1st last year for £129 here in the UK, and I got it as a Christmas gift, and I'm only just opening and reviewing it now. So let's go through it, starting with those 5 minifigures. A real mixed bag with these 5, so I'm going to tell you what I do like and what I don't like as we go through them, starting with the Couruscant Gaurd Clone Troopers. These are really nice. I do like the colour of them. I do wish, of course, they had cloth capes, and I do wish they didn't have the holes in the helmets. Which brings me on really nicely to Commander Fox, and there's a lot of discourse about this particular figure online, about it looking rather pink. I personally think mine looks particularly red. It's not too pink. I don't think it's particularly accurate though, and again, I wish there was a waist cape with this particular character. On to the good stuff now, and 2 figures I absolutely love. The Padme figure looks fantastic, and it's got 2 face prints and looks a lot less goofy than the Clone Wars Padme. And I absolutely love the Palpatine figure with the dress-like print on the bottom there. 2 facial expressions as well. This is a fantastic figure. One of my surprisingly favourite characters in all of Star Wars. I think these 2 look fantastic. On to the gunship now, and the cannons on the front are both on balls, just like they are on the ATTE, and obviously both these sets are designed to be interchanged and played with together, and they do accompany each other very well. There's only a couple of stickers and a very small sticker sheet in this particular build, which is of course a relief to me. Anytime you're paying a premium for a LEGO Star Wars set, you do want as little stickers as possible. Double stud shooters on either wing, designed for play, and I must say the wingspan of this particular model is surprisingly large, considering I thought it would be a real downscale from the UCS Gunship, which of course it is, but the wingspan is huge and doesn't quite fit into the box units that I use on my LEGO wall, for those who are familiar. The whole ship can be picked up with one Technic piece that is held in the middle of the ship that you build in the very first bag, and you can see it demonstrated like so, and this is pretty robust, I've got to say. You can pick it up and sort of swing it about at your leisure, and it will not break, or it certainly hasn't broken for me so far. Nothing falls off. It is pretty sturdy and robust is the one thing I would say, which is of course great for young kids and great for play, and of course great for adults who are moving their displays and Lego around. The doors on either side of the gunship can be moved by using one Technic piece on either side at the very back, as demonstrated. There is a certain amount of space on the inside to have clones and to get as many of those Couruscant Guard troops in as possible. However, there is only a limited amount of studs, as you should be able to see there, and any studs that are on the very outskirts and closest to the doors aren't of any use to have the clones on. If you put the clones on them, they will just fall out as the ship is opened. There is, however, space in the 2 open cockpits that are visible at the very top of the ship, and they're not quite as spacious. You can't get a natural sort of fit in there of your clones, but they do both fit in once you've de-armed them of their weapons. And the front opens as well on either side as well, and that does provide a very small amount of space to get another clone or 2 in. There's a very small cannon on the very back of the ship, and I would have liked to have seen another ball structure there, something to mirror the front 2 cannons rather than just that little sort of shooter you've got in shot there. I am conflicted in review of this set. This is a set that I was really excited to get my hands on. Ultimately, as it was a gift and I didn't shell out over £100 myself for it, I'm probably not going to be as critical as I would be spending my own money. But there are things I would change about this particular set, including some of the structural shots that you can see now, and of course that Commander Fox figure, as well as the clone holes. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. I am pleased that we are getting a ton of Clone Wars stuff, or at least starting to get some more Clone Wars stuff. It's certainly like the mid 2010 to 2020 era when we were getting tons of Clone Wars sets, and long may it continue.